This 13th floor video session is powered by The Rock Shop.
It's amazing, you're all analog and you're kicking my ass. That's how it works, man. Yeah.
Hi, welcome to the 13th floor. I'm Marty Duda, and today we have with us Stretch.
Hi,
How's
Marty.
it going, man?
Good,
Glad
good.
you could make it. My first question was going to be your actual real name, but now you've told me, you've spoiled that. Stretch is actually your name.
Pre-interview, off camera, I've given you the spoiler. That's it. I'm Stretch. I'm actually Stretch. It's not a nickname.
Have you had a word with your parents about that?
Or two. No, it was preordained. It's true, but it's my surname. Stretch is the family name.
I got you. Okay, well
So-
that makes more sense then.
It's an odd one though, so
It's not as odd as Duda.
yeah, Stretch and Duda show. We should form a show really just for the names. Yeah.
And nobody believes that that's my real name.
No?
either. So,
Oh, well.
Sorry, I wouldn't make this up.
I empathize.
Anyway, so you have a new album out. It's called Bury All Horses. It's just come out. This is your first solo record.
Yeah.
But you've been doing music for quite a while.
Yeah.
So mention for us some of the other acts and things that you've done so people may be able to kind of put two and two together
Yeah, and create
if they've been paying
something.
attention.
Yeah, I mean, I've been over the past few years. I've been in Auckland based, and the previous couple of bands, there was one called the Septembers, which was made up of a lot of the people who are playing on this album. And after that, there was another band called Hawks and Doves. And then it was a process of really just flying off on my own. But it's a lot of work between all these bands. But I kind of felt like I was going to be more productive just hitting the road, actually, as a solo act. And spending a few years now up and down the length of New Zealand doing that, honing that. Yeah.
And is the style of music that you've been doing, has it changed? Is it, say, different than what you're doing with the Septembers?
It has, I guess it changes because you are it. There's just you.
Right.
There's just you and a guitar and a voice. It's not like you can rely on the sonic landscape of a band to create anything. So you bring it back down to the essence of the song. So it does, hone you down to having a really tight song rather than relying on the frills of the talents of a bandmate. Yeah.
Now, for the record, you're not playing all alone. You've got quite a bit of other folks on there, particularly Wayne Bell, who is the drummer and producer on the record.
Yeah.
So how did you kind of decide, have you known each other
to
for a
him.
while?
I've known of him for a long time. Wayne's quite a feature in the New Zealand
He is indeed.
lexicon of musicians because he's so great and so in demand and so multi-talented. So I had witnessed him in action a lot over various bands, often with the Bads and things like that. And so he was just someone you watched and knew that was a musician playing rather than a drummer playing the drums. It was he had an idea about songwriting and songs. So he was top of the list, and luckily I just got my
But it's
my
one
first
thing to have
pick.
him playing drums, but to actually produce the record.
Yeah.
What kind of discussions did you have about what you wanted this thing to sound like?
We sat down in his little cubbyhole office, which is subterranean over in Mount Eden, and just threw back and forth some ideas, some sparseness of sound that every bit of musical information there had to justify itself. That there wasn't going to be a whole lot of layers, there weren't going to be a whole lot of takes. The album that you hear is takes 2 or 3.
Right.
And they're live in the studio and no clicks and just going. So he was up for that challenge and that was exciting, and that's what I wanted. I wanted the sound of a band, not the sound of a production.
Right.
The sound
Cool.
of it.
And we're going to hear you live in our studio. So
Yeah.
you're going to do 3 songs for us. You have a gentleman playing guitar with you.
I sure do.
Who is that?
That's Sean Harvey. And Sean has been a loyal side kick player, talent along for the ride I've known him for like 10 plus years, I think. Would that be right, Sean?
Yeah,
He says, yeah.
Sean's off camera here. Yeah.
He plays on the album.
Yeah, he plays on this album, and so you'll get to see and hear him with me. Thank God he's here today.
Yes. Now, the first song we're going to hear is Less Rock, More Roll, which sounds almost like a mission statement.
Yeah, it does.
So, where does that concept come from?
I picked it up off a poster. It literally just had those 4 words on it: less rock, more roll. And it was the screen print, and I liked just the ethos of it. I just bought it and hung it on the wall, and it just sat on my wall for a year. And then I was in a phase of writing, just looked at the poster and went, I should be able to write something
ingrained in your brain by then.
Yeah,
so,
and just started using that format.
Yeah.
Less this, more that, less this, more that, and why, and a little manifesto. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, let's give it a listen, then we'll come back and talk some more.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Pick it up whenever you're ready.
Let's rock and a little more roll, or it ain't gonna swing. Let's talk and a little more show. Let's see what you bring. We can push that shit all day. Still got nothing to say. Well, I lost my truth. It burns up all I knew. Burn up my heart, my head, my head, my heart. Let's set some feet on the floor. You won't dance when you're dead. Let's have one walk the road. That's what the barman said. You can work that job all day, but this life won't wait. Well, I lost my truth. It burns up all I knew. Burn up my heart, my head, my head, my heart. Let's church and a little more soul. Every saint's got a sin. Let's talk about what you don't know, how another should live. There's a lie on every page. No one's getting saved. Well, I lost my truth. Yeah, it burns up all I knew. Burn up my heart, my head, my head, my heart, my heart, my head, my head and my heart.
Welcome back to the 13th floor. We're with Stretch today. We're hearing a few tunes from his new album, Bury All Horses. And so how long has the whole process of getting this record together been going on for?
Gosh. Yeah, I think those initial conversations with Mr. Wayne Bell were maybe a couple of years back. I would go out on the road, come back, and then I'd go, oh, I'm going back out on tour, come back. It took a while just to find the window in everyone's timeline, and once I'd found that, a deadline, yeah, there's nothing like a deadline, huh, to kind of boot your ass along. So once it was set in, just had to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there was a lot of conversations.
Right. And like we said, you've been doing this for a while. And I noticed there was a quote in the bio that was sent to me from Joe Strummer, who said what a cool guy you were. So I have to ask, obviously.
The ghost of Strummer.
Hey, yeah, Joe is with us. Yeah, where did that come from? Did you hang? What's the deal?
Yes, I wouldn't dare put that on the press release, or unless I could justify my way out of it. Yeah, Strummer, yeah, quote unquote, pretty cool guy.
Was that when he was here at the Big Day Out?
That was in the early 2000s over in London.
In London.
I bumped into him, literally bumped into him on the street, and he took time out, introduced me to London, as it were, gave me this like mini welcome to London by a...
Well, I hear London's calling.
There's so many opportunities for
Sorry,
a bit of
couldn't help that.
bit of clash punnage going on there. It was calling. I was there. He was an absolute gentleman. Chance encounter, which left me kind of walking away on clouds, confused and amazed. And but then I bumped into him again, and he basically invited me to hang out in the studio while he recorded with his current band at the time, the Mescaleros. While he was recording, he also brought up on the disc this song that he had written about me.
Now you're... Hold on.
This is God's honest truth. And yeah, that was his... he just said, oh yeah, I wrote a song about you. Brought it up on the desk, leaned back, folded his arms and just smirked at me. And he could witness this Kiwi guy having his mind blown.
Right.
And he took great pleasure in that.
I'm sure he did.
And I was just like, this isn't happening. And the lyrics blasted through the monitors about meeting this guy from New Zealand. So
did it make it onto the record?
It did.
What's the name of the song?
Bindi Barji.
Bindi Barji.
So you
all right,
Google away.
Google it. I'm sure it's on YouTube.
It's out there. So
fantastic.
There you go. I'm going to take that and run with it.
All right. Well, now we're going to hear another song from the record. This one is a slower, more kind of, introspective thing. It's called Outside.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about that?
It is a slower, more introspective sound on this recording and this way of performing it. It hasn't always been. It used to be kind of this launching into it, overdriven, crazy horse kind of sound to it, which will make no sense when you hear this performance of it. And lyrically, it just came from hard kind of times, being locked out of an ex-girlfriend's abode.
And locked out?
Locked out, man.
Yeah, well,
you know, we've all been there. So, it was well deserved. I should never. Yeah.
Goes without saying.
Yeah. I deserve to be locked out of that place. But,
all right. Well, let's give it a spin or a listen to, and we'll come back and talk one more time.
Cool.
Outside, the day has died. We melt into the night. Outside, the hotel lights bounce back against the sky. And outside I've forgotten what I came here for. Outside my heart waits. There's a stupid lie that spins inside my head. It takes control, it takes what I know, tells me what you never said. Outside I've forgotten what I came here for. Outside my heart waits at your door. Just one night between us. Just one life between us. Don't let life come between us. Just one night could heal us. Outside I've forgotten what I came here for. Outside my heart waits at your door. At your door. I'm at your door.
Welcome back to the 13th floor. We're here with Stretch, hanging out, playing some songs, talking about Joe Strummer. It's fantastic. We could do this all day.
We will.
We
will.
probably will. Now, you're taking the show on the road, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Are you taking Sean with you?
I'm gonna try and maybe just kidnap him, just chuck him in the boot and let him out when we get to the gig.
Excellent.
Put him back in. Yeah.
Your first show is what, at the Wine Cellar?
Yeah.
And you got a bunch of...
The fantastic Wine Cellar on Friday, the 24th. Then up to Lee, Sawmill, beautiful Lee, and then basically taking it down the country, and just getting up and down from here to.
But you've been touring the country for did I read you did it like 4 times in 1 year or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Thing?
Easily, yeah. Yeah, I
You
mean.
enjoy being on the road?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy the there.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy the here to there.
Yeah.
Although that said, New Zealand's not too bad a country to drive through often, so it is just a hard yakka on the body,
Right.
the driving, and then the setting up, and then the finding the adrenaline to do it again, and then pack down and controlling that and pacing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you learn.
And are you planning on taking things overseas at all?
Yeah, I would very much like to see over the Tasman and get over to Australia as soon as possible. And I've had some talks about America as well. So this album, once it goes basically to
Once it
number
goes
one,
platinum.
yeah. I mean, I just will follow the number ones around the Europe and
Good move, yeah.
yeah.
I'll see you headlining Glastonbury next year, no doubt.
I won't forget you, Marty. I won't forget the
appreciate
little.
that. Remember how Joe Strummer treated you?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you just,
That's my
Pass
my
it on.
example.
All right, well, we got one more song that we're going to hear before we close things out. This one is called Come Back to My Arms. And I must say, every time I hear the beginning of this song, I think of Bob Dylan's Blonde on Blonde, and Wayne Bell's little drum kind of runs into that. So I was wondering if that was kind of the vibe you were looking for.
That was definitely a landmark in our discussions about the sound of the album. That mid-60s period of how Dylan sounded in their studio, yeah. But what we did on the day was just what we did on the day, and Wayne just did that and counted it in. He wanted to edit that out. I wanted it in because you know it just puts you in the studio with the band.
Yeah.
When you hear that, when you hear those little voices either side of the official recording, it's like, oh yeah, I've snuck in the door. I'm there. Yeah. So you'll get to hear that.
All right.
Yeah.
And what can you tell me about the song itself?
Come Back to My Arms. It's a song for the ones that got away. All of them.
You don't want them
And
all
by
to come
getaway,
back at the same time, though.
No. Come Back to My Arms in an orderly fashion as time dictates. And no, I guess it is. It's just that yearning for the return of that one that you miss, that one that's not there anymore. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, good luck. Love the record. Enjoying it
Thanks
immensely.
so much, Marty.
Good luck on the road.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll see you in Glastonbury in no time.
Cheers, man.
All righty.
Thank you.
When I saw you, my whole world fell apart, and I knew I had to find a place to start. Ha! So come back to my arms, come back to my heart, hold me now. Hell, hold me now. And a revolution takes its place in the South. And Armageddon broadcast from her mouth. So come back to my arms, come back to my heart, hold me now. Hell, hold me now. So come back to my arms, come back